Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Saturday, Super Saturday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards today for this reading. We're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey. And I'm excited to bring in one of my favourite decks, the Midnight Forest Oracle. This is such a gorgeous deck by Amber Cat Oracles. I'm also going to bring in the Signs and Synchronicities deck and the messages of the Cosmic Oracle. So what do we need to know? And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. They are giving me a block in the throat chakra today. And I feel that's happening because yesterday we spoke about aligning the crown chakra, the sacral chakra, maybe the solar plexus as well. But it's about healing these energies of the heart and soul. So if you did a cleansing on your heart, your crown and your sacral chakra, it's very likely you may be experiencing a bit of throat chakra activation today because the doors are being opened. So you're going to be feeling that too. So don't be surprised if you have a croaky throat or a cough that comes out of nowhere, or it kind of comes on around this full moon. So what's the energy that's coming in around you today then? One card. What's the energy around them today, your special person, whether you class them as your feminine, your masculine, your soulmate? What's the energy around them? And what's the energy around the journey you're on? What's the energy around the journey? Thank you. What's the message of the Cosmic Oracle for you? Straight out, jumped out. What's the message for them today? What's the message coming through for them today? And what's the message coming through for the journey today? Thank you, angels. And then what signs or synchronicities are you being guided to know? What are they being guided to know? And what are their journey? What's we being guided for this journey for the both of you? What do we need to know? Signs and syncs. Thank you, angels. Okay. So let's start with you today then. I feel there's a lot of fast-paced energy around as well. Things are speeding up. Things are changing very swiftly, especially with this full moon. So signs and synchronicities, you've got caution and alerts and intention. Now, I feel you may be a bit cautious about what their intention is. You may be thinking, what do they want from me? What's their intention in this connection? And it may be causing a bit of stress in you, a bit of worry and anxiety. And obviously, especially connected with the throat chakra, if you're thinking, are they going to communicate how they feel? Do they intend to do that? And if you watch the channel conversation I did yesterday, the DM to the FDF to DM conversation last night, they were very clear in their intention, saying, look, I love you and I do intend to see you. I want to meet up with you. So that's their intention. But there may be caution around it. There may be a few red flags, which means it will happen in divine timing. So if you feel like you've been waiting forever for this connection to move forward, things are shifting forward. But don't worry, you're going to get alerted to what's going on. So I feel the alerts here is actually alerts on your phone. So you're going to get a message coming through or a phone call, or your phone's going to light up and it's going to say their name on because they're going to move forward to you. So I feel the alerts is very much about them wanting to communicate. That's their intention. They're just being a bit cautious about it because it needs to be at the right time, especially with it being this time of the year, especially with there being other things they may be dealing with, just like you are yourself. There could be karmic situations. There could be other things going on. We've got, look at this for powerful here. You've got this cat, but I'm seeing this also like telepathic communication, strength and power. So let your feelings out. So you just may be really in touch with your feelings today and you're feeling emotional. Maybe you're feeling teary, you're wondering why, and they're giving away fearing. So you're in fear and it's bringing up tears. So the emotion you're experiencing is because of fears, and these can be deep-rooted subconscious fears about what's going to happen in the future or what they want or what their intentions are, especially if you're not sure what's going on and there's confusion. Remember, I had confusion yesterday. So breathe through the feeling you're going through. Let yourself cry if you need to. Have a scream if you need to. Do some physical activity if you need to get out of you any pent-up tension or any old resentment or anything you're holding on to. So let your feelings out. And the reason you're feeling all these emotions is because of the full moon. The full moon is approaching, you're already sensing it, and it can bring in a lot of highs and lows. It says, let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. And you may really want to talk about your feelings right now, but you're being asked to be cautious, which means don't do it just yet. So if you're thinking, I'm going to reach out and have a rant at them and tell them exactly how I'm feeling, you just may regret it after because you've been asked to wait. I feel this is a brief pause in action. You're going to have the opportunity to say what's on your mind in person, and it will come out better because it's not over a message which can be misconstrued or misunderstood or, worded wrong. And then that can cause more blocks and more delays and separation and all of that. So just hang fire, breathe. If you need to, write down what you're feeling. Don't do it on your phone. It's too tempting to send it somewhere or put it on social media. Do not do that, okay? Get a journal like a book and write down with a physical pen what you're feeling. And then observe it in a higher way. Why am I feeling this way? What is this teaching me about me? What is this showing me? Why are these triggers coming up in me? So you're seeing signs and synchronicities right now. They're showing you the truth. They're showing you things are moving forward. But you've got to be patient with the when. And you've got this cat coming through as a symbol of your independence, that you can handle this. That the reason that you are feeling all these things is because you are intuitive. Cats are very intuitive. They're very psychic. And so are you. So the cat is guiding you to be more relaxed today. Think about the way the cats are. They're very loving, but they're also very independent. They do their own thing, go their own way. Sometimes they can be seen as a bit cool or cold or a bit kind of distracted, or they can be distancing themselves and they can seem indifferent. And that's what the angels want you to do today. Just be a bit more independent with you. And what that means is give back to you, focus on you, be with your own energy. Wow, I love this because, I leave these in sometimes if they come out. And this is the copyright reserved, credits in this. So I feel what you need to know is the angels are giving you credit today for everything you've been through and everything you've gone through. And this says all rights reserved. And I feel what you need to know is your rights are reserved. And that means all the good things that you deserve, that you have a right to in this lifetime, are reserved for you. So there's no need to worry about it because your person is being reserved for you. You're being reserved for them. So imagine if you go into a car dealer and they've got one car that's one of a kind and you state your claim on that car, they're not going to sell it to somebody else. They're going to reserve it for you. Or when you book a room in a hotel, you reserve that room. They're not going to give it to anyone else. So God is not going to give your twin to anyone else unless there's a lesson involved in it and a karmic lesson or something valuable that's been learned for both sides. And for other things like karmic contracts, that can include children and movement to where you're meant to be, catalyst connections. We go through certain things with people to get us where we're meant to be. So you've got to remember that too. Think about your previous relationships. You may not be where you are now if you didn't have gone through that. You may not be living where you're meant to be living, or doing the job you're meant to be doing, or being in the location you're meant to be in. So remember, everything is a stepping stone. Everything moves you where you're meant to be. So this is the angels giving you a real sign here that your twin is reserved for you. This journey is reserved for you. God is keeping everything that's meant for you on hold until it's the right time. And you've created your life too. You can create it in a much better way, which means seeing things clearer, seeing things in a higher way. And this says Facebook. Facebook's on here as well. So I definitely feel there's also going to be maybe an alert coming up for some of you on Facebook. So maybe they follow you on Facebook, or they like your picture on Facebook, or you're going to get some kind of communication coming in on Facebook for those of you who have it. For those of you who don't have it, it's going to come up in some other way. So you may receive an alert on your phone through a text or an email or some other platform, maybe like TikTok or Instagram or whatever else there is out there, Snapchat or Twitter or whatever it is now. So this is the energy around them. You've got manifestation. So they are the magician today. They are feeling positive about your life with them and their life with you and the situation, and it's bringing in a miracle. So while you're worrying about things and being a bit cautious here, worrying about their intentions, they are fully planning on moving forward. So it's like the angels saying you're worrying about nothing. You're causing problems in your own mind right now through your ego. So edge that goodness out. That's what the ego does. So edge it back in. So the ego edges all the goodness out of everything that's coming in, and you can feel that and sense that whether you're in communication or not, whether you're in separation or not, whether there's a block or not. You can sense something's been shifting since December. In fact, since the 11/11 portal, you've felt this big shift. You've known it inside. You've been feeling all the kundalini, and there's been all this cleansing energy. So you've been asked to trust in that right now. And they give me deep cleansing of the throat chakra, deep inside. So you're going to feel it down here. So you may get issues in your esophagus here. Could get acid reflux, indigestion, heartburn. So if you're getting those things, you need to have a good screen or do something physical to get the energy out. And I know what you're thinking. You'd love to do something physical with your twin. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But you can do that on the 5D and connect with them in that way. There's always that intimacy there and that passion there and the opportunity to connect in that way there. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Sometimes it can be more intense than being with them in the physical when you connect with them in that way in the 5D. But I feel this is about doing something physical in yourself. So you may want to go and have a dance, or you may want to do a workout, or you may want to go for a run, or you may want to go for a walk or do some weights or something like that. But a great way to release energy is through screaming it out, because they are moving towards you in a positive way. There is a miracle coming in. That's why you may be seeing bees, because bees are a symbol of the miracle. I'm not saying you're going to see them out and about. Some of you will, some of you won't. But you'll see them in other ways. Just because it may not be the time of the year for the bees to come out doesn't mean they're not going to come to you. They will. You'd be surprised. Sometimes they can be around physically and you're like, how's that possible? But it could come to you through something else. There could be a picture of a bee. Maybe you walk past someone, they've got a bee on the jumper or the top, or you're going to be shown bees as a symbol of this miracle. You could even see a magician's hat, or maybe you turn the TV on and there's a magician on there, because you're being shown that they are taking control. That's what they're doing. And we've got open your heart. This is what they're being guided to do. That's why they're going through this heart chakra activation. Open your heart, divine masculine, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. So their intention is to open up to you, not just a small amount, a huge amount, the whole caboodle. They want to reach out to you and be open and honest and vulnerable with you, and that's their intention. So don't mess it up by causing a problem for yourself with your own ego, thinking there's something wrong. Just have a little bit of patience right now. They give me the song Patience by Take That, okay? Patience is needed right now. And you've got the red moon. Now, I'm definitely feeling this red moon is connected with the energy of where we are right now in this season that we're in, with Christmas time, and also the full moon tomorrow. So you're going to feel this red moon. It says, anxieties about the future of the earth may be surfacing for you at this time. Now, I definitely feel this is the masculine being guided to mission, because they may be really starting to observe things higher, in a higher way, so they're becoming more aware of things that are going on. Even if they've been kind of watching the news for years, or, we do tend to not do that as much when we are more unplugged from the spirit, from the matrix. We're more spiritual because we don't want to see what's going on in the world all the time. But world events do come up that we do get drawn into and we have feelings about. And I feel they are more aware now that there are things going on that they need to be aware of. So anxieties about the future of the earth may be surfacing for them at this time. So this could be something going on in the world that is affecting them. Something that they are seeing going on the news or on social media, and it's affecting them. It's making them angry or frustrated, because red is also the colour of anger. It gets them mad, it boils their blood, and they give me fear. And it's good that we feel that way about certain things, because it's part of our purpose, but we also have to be calm in our response and respond with love to things and try and see things in a higher way. And understand that not everybody gets it. And that's why you're here. You're here as a leader of light, a pioneer of truth, to show the way and lead the way by example, instead of becoming angry about things. So, for example, for me, the thing that really boils my blood is racism. It really boils my blood. And rather than getting about it, protesting all of that, I just operate in an energy where, I don't know, just like everything is flowing and equal, and it just provides that energy of peace with situations. So I don't really know how to explain that, but what I'm feeling is like in the past I really got angry about racism and things like that, and I would have said things and done things, but now handle things differently. And it's whatever you are guided to connect with for your mission. So, for example, if you're very angry about certain things with religion, like I can get, my blood can boil about things if people start saying bad things about Jesus, because Jesus is, my saviour, and for me, he's someone who walks with me every day. So I can get triggered by that. I used to get triggered with my ex and things with that, because I see Jesus differently. And but I would never kind of cause an argument or bring it up, because everyone's got their own beliefs. Jesus would never kind of say to anyone, you must believe in this or you must do this. I'm not talking about commandments or anything like that. I'm talking about, he befriended people to teach them no matter what beliefs they had. So the point I'm trying to make is, you don't really get anywhere by being in a volatile energy. Anger and, that volatile, destructive energy like Mars energy, it doesn't really serve. What serves is calm, the energy of water, the energy of peace, being a peacemaker. That brings about change a lot more than destruction. Destruction just causes pain and war, and what good does that do? So I feel they are noticing things going on in the world right now. And this is also things they want to talk about, things they want to get off the chest. So they may well want to have a conversation with you, a spiritual person, about things going on in the world and what your take is on that. It says doom and gloom, prophecies and reports are lowering your energy. So I definitely feel they are paying too much attention to things going on in their physical reality, but it's happening to wake them up in other ways, to show them what their mission is. So, and they may get dragged into things in their physical reality because they're trying to step away from the matrix, and they may keep getting sucked into it. So this could be people at work gossiping or talking about things that are going on in the world. It says you may be guided to a special place or action on behalf of nature. This may begin to restore your faith and connection. So what I'm feeling is they are being guided towards mission, and that's going to also restore the connection with you because they know that you're a part of it. And I feel they want to talk about these events that are going on. So don't be surprised if you have a conversation soon about something that's happened in the world. So if there is anything that's going on, anything destructive right now, then they are wanting to know about it. And they may want to talk about it because they're interested in why it's happening. They're understanding things in a higher way. Questioning things. Why is God allowing that? Why is this happening? What does it mean for the world? What does it mean for these people it's happening to? So whatever's going on in the world right now, world events are actually bringing up awakening. Very powerful, okay? So the energy around the journey, we've got letting go, purging and release. So the way forward is to let go, to purge, which means to release anything that no longer serves you. And that's what they need to do. And this can also be you releasing fear around what their intentions are, or the need to reach out, or the need to move things forward or press them. So just let go. I feel that's what you're being guided to do, to surrender, to allow them to move towards you. And we've got the question mark because, again, you may be trying to control things because you don't know what's happening. Or there's uncertainty there. You're not sure what the answer is because the mystery is unfolding. The information that you need, that you're questioning, is going to come in time because they are going to open up to you. That's their mission right now, to open their heart to you. And I feel there may be things going on in the world or even in their own world that are allowing them to see things differently. And be kind to yourself. Give your inner critique a vacation day. So stop criticising yourself, saying, oh, they should have done this by now, or I should have done this by now. Or, even if you do something like bash your toe up, you might say, oh, you're stupid. Be kinder to yourself. Okay, be kind and loving and gentle towards yourself, and then you'll stop criticising things, and then you stop criticising others. If you catch yourself criticising your twin or criticising someone else, look at it in a higher way and say, I've got no right to do that. That's not my job. It's your job to become your best version. We've got cloak of invisibility. So what I'm feeling with this, first of all, is that you have a shield around you. So if you are dealing with anything negative or anything stressful, call on Archangel Michael and he will shield you in his cloak. That cloak may be invisible to the human eye, but it's powerful and it's strong and it will shield you from anything negative or destructive. You'll repel that away. It's a lot like when someone is being negative towards you and you can say delete, cancel, clear. So you are repelling away that negativity. So it's like it's coming at you, but it's going over your head. So you may be listening to what they're saying, but it's not affecting your vibration at all, because it's coming at you and then it's going over this force field. But the cloak of invisibility is also knowing that they are with you always, even if they seem invisible, even if they've made themselves invisible by blocking you or taking their energy out of your presence in some way. So there's a cloak of deep violet light surround you. Keep your privates private. The vixen fox never reveals her den. So what I'm really getting with this is you're being guided by the angels, especially Archangel Jeremiah and Saint Germain, to keep things to yourself. And this can very much be about your journey. You know, instead of talking to people about it who don't get it, because they'll have opinions and they'll try and knock you down and bring in naysaying. That's not true, or that's not real, or you're deluding yourself, or they'll get in your head and you don't need that. They give me a block there. So don't have the conversation in the first place. What I'm also connecting here is just be a bit wary about taking your boundaries down and giving it up too soon. What I mean by that is if you have the opportunity to be intimate, they're saying keep your privates private. So this also means make sure it's the right time. If you want to make love to them, and I know that you do, and they want to make love to you, they know that they do, but it may not be the right time. Even though the time may present itself, it could be a further test. Because you might think, well, if we make love now, he's going to go back to his karmic partner, and then how will I feel? So you may just need to keep your privates private for now until the time is right. The vixen fox never reveals her den. So this is also about you keeping things close to your chest, but also it's a big sign about having that urge and sense of mystery around you. So you're not giving them everything in one go. You know, you have to bring in that desire, you know, so they want you. And I'm not saying play games with them, but obviously if you want to make love, make love. But if you're thinking, I want them to be free first, or I don't want to give myself up that easily, as much as you want them, then you have to put that boundary down and be very disciplined with yourself. And they may be doing the same thing. This could definitely be them too. If they kind of, you know, I remember years and years ago, for example, you know, when my twin, he was holding himself back from me so much when we met up, and he wouldn't kiss me. And I was like chasing him around the room. And it's not that he didn't want to kiss me, he did, but he was trying to restrain himself because of his situation. So understand it's very hard for twin flames to keep their hands off each other. And because when you do get your hands on each other, it doesn't just end in a hug or a kiss, it ends in bed, okay? We've got Fool in the Ferns. It says someone made a run for it. So again, if they make a run for it or they're pushing you away, they're a fool. Okay, it says, what a fool. That says a lot about them, doesn't it? Okay, so what it means is it's not about you. If they're running from you, they're not running from you directly, they're running from themselves and their intensity of the feelings. It says, not everyone covered in ferns, they give me a block. Not everyone covered in ferns is an environmentalist, a trickster, or there's camouflage or flimsy lies, shady. So what this means is, just because they're running from you does not mean they're trying to trick you or be shady with you or flimsy or have lies. It means they're camouflaging the feelings. So I feel what this is really saying is, you know, it's a foolish thing to do, to hide from you and hide the feelings from you, but it's also a way they do protect themselves. And that can get you questioning things. So I definitely feel there's questions today that need answering. And I feel this is why they want to open their heart to you, because they want to answer your questions. And they do love you and care about you. It's just they're dealing with fear. So I'm going to bring in the Promises deck today. And I think what I'll probably do now up until Christmas is every day just pull a card from this deck for us all. Just to see what is on their mind today. Yeah, look at this. You're the one on my mind. So you're the one that's on their mind. You're the one for them, but you're also the one on their mind, especially if there's silence. So don't worry if they're with a karmic partner or they're doing other things, because you're the one on their mind, and that's what they want you to know. You are on my mind, you're the one. So you are on their mind no matter what. So have faith in the journey, breathe, be at ease with things, and just listen to your own intuition. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.